need to do. Make sure you have enough water in the day. And water means not soda or alcohol or wine. Mm. The normal water that the earth provides. So breathe again. Now bring your attention to the fingertips, the wrist, the elbows, your shoulders, back of your neck, down your spine, all the way behind your thighs and to the sole of your feet, up the legs, your thighs, in, along your spine. The left side is called Ida, the right side is called Pingala, in the middle is the Sushumna. So then it moves up, as we discussed in the beginning, all the way up, right to the top. Yeah, the head. So as the excretory function is taken care in part by our sewage systems and other systems that we have. What about the sweat, the spit? So that's why we do the fire ceremonies. The formic acid and other gases produces it, balances all that we produce, and also it gives this gratitude exercise of whatever little you have when you add to fire. It amplifies and shares. So the plants breathe in that carbon dioxide, or the other human beings breathe in. So it's a very uh, big act to do fire ceremonies. And traditionally, the Vedic scholars, they all did it every day, morning and afternoon. That was how seriously responsible they were for what they were doing. Your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, your thyroid, your parathyroid, bone marrow, mada, maja, asti, or adrenal glands. So you balance all these things so that the pain and the discomfort and the diseases that you get, you avoid these things, because a sick body is the number one obstruction to evolving yourself. If you are sick, you can't achieve anything in life. Forget about, anything. So you have to first make sure this body is well. So breathe deeply. So this is the physical body. The subtle body part of this is the mind, and visualize your mind how fast it runs from here to US to moon to anywhere and everywhere. But if you were to control your mind, imagine the power that you have in terms of then running your mind in the direction you want, rather than you randomly just it's running around. So, for example, I'll help you now understand. So, move your mind to the level of International Space Station. So from there, if you can go by a spacecraft like a rocket. If you're in the rocket, you can see the Earth is spinning and twisting and tilting. But your mind can take you without a spacecraft. You can still visualize if you have the power by being to control your mind to be. So you can see Earth spins at around 240,000 kilometers per hour, or 22,000 kilometers per hour, and it tilts around 18,000. The sun holds the Earth and other planets and moves about 220,000 kilometers per hour. The sun's done about 20 cycles, 22 left. So nothing is still. Everything is moving every moment. So your part is to become first still in yourself. Once you become still in yourself, then you become part of the movement of the creation. Everything is it's like an irony at every stage, duality. Because nothing is still in actual fact. But to become part of the true movement of the creation is first to become still in yourself. Because that movement, the mind that moves us, is so random. And when anything is random, it doesn't follow the rhythm. And if it's non-rhythmic, it's not aligned. And that is where the problem happens for all of us. Once you start being in the alignment, then you can keep moving your mind in a manner. It's like a spacecraft to understand the creation. So the International Space Station, you can move further. the position of moon, position of sun, the space between them, or the multiverses, or the Earth-like planets, or the event horizon, or the cosmic horizon. All these are possible. Then you'll understand the unified field or the quantum field, it's called, or the awareness of really knowing what is happening is you, whatever you perceive or see is because of your observation. It's not that that is what it is. So the way you look at things is the way it looks at you. That's the most serious aspect of the whole creation. It is not what it is, but it is what you are observing it to be. It's called double slit experiment in a scientific sense. So realign yourself, visualize, and slowly come back. Breathe in and out. So when you, so how process that we're doing from the beginning is actually trying to become in touch with yourself. That's what it is trying to do. So more and more you align. So as I said in the beginning, so the body gets connected to your mind is through breath. So breathing exercises are very important, especially in the beginning, so, because you can't control your mind with any other way but only through breath. So breathe in. Let's do some breathing exercises. The first is called Brastika. Okay, so Brastika pranayama. In and out, in, out. So in through your nostril. So keep breathing. Okay, so that's nice and full breathing as you move your belly button out and in. The next part of it is called Agnisar. So complete breath in and everything out. As you breathe out, hold your breath. Hold as long as you can. And when you are holding it, push your belly button out and in. So select out the core muscles. Breathe in, out. In and out. In. One more time. In, out, hold, and then push your belly button in and out. In, out, in, out, in, and then hold and push your belly button in and out. Now that's called Ujjayi Pranayama. So Ujjayi means having victory over what? Victory over your ego self. Okay, so in the beginning I said how do you move from your third dimension living to fourth at Anahat level is using your breath. So that's what's called victory over Ujjayi. So breathe in, feel the breath vibration inside you. As you move yourself up above your spinal cord, removing the negativities, the ego self that controls us. In, out. How's it going? Yeah, breathing exercise?
No,
Yeah.
I come back last evening from the gym after
Yeah.
2 deliveries.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Max. Yeah. Breathe in. So feel the breath as you're going up. Squeeze up all the way. Feel the vibrations again. Breathe out through your nostrils. In through. Out through your nostrils. In. Okay. Now in. Okay. Now roll your tongue if you can. In. Out through your nostrils. Now purse your lips. In. See how quickly you become in the moment. The breath is the only way that you live the moment, and every power is being within living in the moment. Everything else will distract you to either worry about yesterday and plan for tomorrow. But anything that you achieve is only done when you are in the present. It's very beautiful, the whole breath work not only gives you peace, harmony, but all that you are wishing for and wanting in your life will also start happening. Again, another irony of the whole way the creation works. Okay, so Antara, deep inside and holding it, called Kumbhak, Antara Kumbhak. Vahi Kumbhak, all out and hold it. So Vechak, Rachak, and Kumbhak, there are three. So we know inhalation, exhalation, and holding breath. But as I described earlier, there are 10 different types of breaths within yogic Hindu teachings. So this one is very powerful in terms of obtaining energy. So Kalima, yeah, so her tongue is shown out. Why? Because this pranayama exhales out all the dead space, what we call in the lung, where the gas exchange doesn't happen. So gives good oxygenation to your lungs. And it stimulates actually the uvula, the other centers within the back of your neck. And you push your tongue out. Try. Mantra, holding, then Vahi Kumbhak and hold it. In. In. The next one is Kapalbhati. So Kapalbhati focuses on breathing out. So you press the belly button in, air is forced out. Kapal is the anterior fontanelle. The space that is open allows the brain to grow in a child. And the benefit of it is it's that the brain communicates with the universe itself when it's a baby up to 2 years of life. When it gets close after 2 years, brain is protected, but you have closed yourself in a physical manner from the communication that was happening automatically. But being a human, you are given that choice actually to metaphorically reopen that channel of communication. And the whole Hindu, the deepest aspect of Hindu teaching is this, which is the beyond yogic science even. Hinduism is so broad, as you can see, it's like living life only. And you can fit anywhere, in any aspect. It doesn't demarcate, doesn't differentiate or anything. You live the life accordingly to what you understand at that moment might be. But every stage there is a progression for you. And ultimately it is to the level of this kind of Kapal Bhati that you reconnect to the entire universe, like you were when you were actually really born. Because that's where the total potentiality of human being is, to become God-like. So as you grow older after 2 years, the difficulty of being a human is because you have the freedom and you have the option as well to evolve. The choice becomes yours. But while plants, animals, aquaria, other mammals don't have that ability because they don't even have that choice. They're innately programmed and their karmic credit and debit dues are done. So they can keep progressing. So that's why they are so faithful to what they are born with. Look at a plant. Will never cry about the weather or how difficult it is to get its water or how difficult is the tsunami around it. just lives with it, or an animal. See how truthful they are to what they are? Because they don't have the freedom. So, freedom in us is that double sided sword. You cannot make you live in comfort and laziness and create diseases and keep going downhill. Or you take responsibility, become educated, and with that education, do some practice, discipline, motivate, and work on your potentiality to actually evolve. So you have to make the change. Nobody can make it for you. People can guide, people give you knowledge, people can. In the end, it is your choice, and the choice is yours because the universe made you free. So who can control you? Nobody. Whilst people actually believe they have the total freedom, but they are actually slaves to either the media, to politicians, to this parties, to that parties, to this beliefs, that beliefs. They're just the most dumb kind of behavior they have. They fight for their freedom, say we are free, totally. But in actual fact, they are actually exhibiting this slavery to certain belief systems even. The truth is beyond that. The truth is where we should be really, really going to. And that requires hard work. It's very easy to become part of a herd, part of what is flowing around the firm things. But the whole hypocrisy of it is that people say they say they're free, but they're not even living freely. So why is this argument then? That you have the freedom when you actually don't even exercise that freedom at very simplistic level of living. The freedom is true. It is your inherent right. And when it comes at this level, this is where it makes a difference. You can take the direction of either climbing up this serpentine hill, of obtaining that total freedom, which is, we are going to do Kapalbhati now, breathing exercise, which is where I was going, and then started explaining why Kapalbhati is done. So push your belly button in, air comes out. Let's focus as long as we can, or for a while at least. Keep practicing. Just concentrate on breath. Don't have to do anything more. The simple thing about this is whole exercise is you just concentrate on breath and everything else sorts out. Okay. Can keep going. It's very rhythmic because it keeps you in that space between the breaths. There is too much peace in it. So sometimes you see how yogis just remain in those state because you join yourself with this peace, and that's what everyone is looking for. But you need not be there. You try apply it in a practical sense in every day of your life. But some of these kind of activities are helpful to get started. Okay, doesn't mean you just keep sitting like this. No, it's the application of it in daily activities is what is the most important part of this thing. The next one. So you breathe in and breathe out everything and hold the breath. While you're holding the breath, squeeze your orifices, so Mulban, Jalandanman, Udanman, as long as you can hold. When you can't hold, then breathe in and feel the energy it rises along your spine. Anulom Bilom, so alternate nasal breathing in to the left, out to the right, in to the right, out to the left, in to the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, to the left, into the left, out to the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right, into the right, out to the left, into the left, out to the right. स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। हे परमपिता परमात्मा, हम अपने बिंदु के निर्वृत्ति के लिए और आपके पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति के लिए अपने पूर्ण शक्ति से आपके शरण में आए हैं। आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुखों को दूर करके हमें पूर्ण आनंद की प्राप्ति कराइए और आपकी कृपा हमारे ऊपर सदा बनी रहे। ओम प्रतिहारा में शुद्ध आत्मा मैं चेतन स्वरूप में 5 महाभूत आकाश वायु में जल पृथ्वी पांच माता रूप रंग स्पर्श कर 10 इंद्रिय चित्त अहंकार बुद्धि कुछ नहीं, बल्कि मैं शुद्ध आत्मा में चेतन body keeps changing, mind keeps changing, motion keeps changing, soul keeps changing, but I never change. I'm the divine, I'm the soul, I'm the prana, I'm the lifetime, I'm part and part of the entire creation. आत्मा अल्पज है, परमात्मा स्वराज। Concentration, contemplation, meditation, transcendence, सच्चित आनंद, indirect or the direct pathway or the highway. ओम का पहला अर्थ स्वर व्यापक, स्वर शक्तिमान, स्वर अंतर्यामी, जन्मानंद में निर्विकार, नित्य पवित्र सृष्टि करता। उसी की स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करने योग हमें धर्म अर्थ काम और मोक्ष की प्राप्ति। हमारे ब्राह्मण सत्य व्यस्त शित ब्रह्मचर्य गृहस्थी वानस्पत संन्यास किया था। नौद्रिप आकाश वायु जल पृथ्वी हर काल हर समय 24 गुण 33 कोटि या 5 क्रिया बनाने चलाने वाले ईश्वर आप अनंत काल से अपने उपकार अपने आशीर्वादों की वर्षा करते प्राणी मात्र की संपूर्ण कामना को पूर्ण हमारे लिए जो कुछ शुभ तथा हित करे से बिना मांगे स्वयं हमारे झोली में डालते जाते। आपके आंचल में वितल शांति तथा आनंद का वास, आपके चरण शन की शीतल छाया में परम तृप्ति शाश्वत सुख की उपलब्धि तथा अविरचित पदार्थों की प्राप्ति। हमें सच्ची श्रद्धा तथा विश्वाम स्थिति प्रार्थना उपासना करें। Create, organize, protect, omniscient, omnipotent, almighty God, generate, operator, protector, maintainer, the destroyer and the restorer. From eternity to keep showering your blessing, all desires, all livings are always fulfilled by you. Whatever is good and beneficial for us, you provided us without asking. Provide all wisdom, happiness, peace, contentment, love, and affection. Dispel of illness, weakness, and we may always remember to sit and submit ourselves in the arms of the benevolent. Be like the lotus flower, living in this material, but be removed and detached from all that is happening around us. Remove narrow-minded, selfishness, attraction, anger, healthy, hurtful, violence, ill will, negativities of our life. का दूसरा संरक्षक आदि दैविक आदि भौतिक आध्यात्मिक पृथ्वी लोक वनस्पति देवलोक स्थूल शरीर सूक्ष्म कारण शरीर ग्रोस फिजिकल एथरल सटल karmic energy causal body into pure consciousness, the cosmic vortex जाके रात को साइया मार सके ना कोई बाल ना बाका कर सके। You're the sheath, avenger, protector at every place of our existence. There's no randomness, accident. Everything's a coincidence. There's synchronicity, there's symphony, harmony, hemostasis. सात्विक गुणों की प्राप्ति, क्षमा, सरलता, स्थिरता, निर्भरता, कार सुनता, सब अच्छे गुण हमारे संपत्ति बने। हमारा शरीर स्वस्थ तथा परिपुष्ट, मन सूक्ष्म तथा उन्नत, आत्मा पवित्रता सुंदर, आपके संस्पर्श से हमारी सारी शक्तियाँ विकसित। हमारे हृदय में दयाता, शांति, वाणी में मिठास, हमें दृष्टि में प्यार, हम बुद्धि तथा ज्ञान से परिपूर्ण कर। हमारी व्यक्तित्व महान तथा विशाल हो, दीनात दीनों के मन में बिछड़ने वाले ईश्वर, आपके चन्नान बिंदु में हमारे जीवन अर्पित से अपनी सेवा में लेकर हमें कृतार्थ कर ईश्वर। May we all the virtuous qualities of life, forgiveness, simplicity, stability, fearless, humbleness, that good qualities of possession, body be healthy, strong mind, pure and enlightened, soul divine and superb. Through your blessings and company, may all our senses be enlightened, my heart of compassion and sympathy, words be ambivalent, that we may vision of love contact me. May our complete education and wisdom, our personality be virtuous and great, to exist amongst the poorest of the poor. May our lives be devoted and dedicated at your feet. Grace us through this praise and bless us. Om Katisa Shuddhamasi, Buddhamasi, Muktamasi, Niranjanasi, आप शुद्ध पवित्र, all pure, perfect। संकल्प के साधना पुरुषार्थ अभ्यास विवेक तो वैराग की प्राप्ति होती है। धर्म कर्म निर्वना की प्राप्ति, अच्छे गुण क्रम स्वभाव ज्ञान कर्म उपासना की शक्ति। तत्वमस्यम ब्रह्मास्मि, सचिदानंद संकल्प मोक्ष शक्ति रितम, इनोशिया नेगेटिविटी तामसिक स्थिति, चंचलतापन मंकी माइंड टू मोंक माइंड, सत्वगुण सात्विक गुणों से निष्काम निस्वार्थ भाव, जन्मों जन्म के क्लेश, निष्काम क्रम, अविद्या, अस्मिता, राग, द्वेष, अवनिवेश, मृत्यु का भय, उल्टा ज्ञान लगाओ, बदले की भावना, सब समाप्त हो, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, माया, मत्सर्य, ईर्ष्या, द्वेष इत्यादि कुटिल भावना को दूर, हमारी बात पीत का श्लेष्म में प्राप्ति हो, जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्ति, तूर्य तर भार्गव भार्गव, चेतना की प्राप्ति, शब्द, पानी, संकल्प, ध्यान, ज्ञान, अंजन, लंगली, खास स्मृति, आशा, आत्मा, परमात्मा की प्रवृत्ति, लोकेशना, प्रतिष्ठा, वितेषणा की पूर्ति, मैत्री भाव, करुणा, मुक्त, अपेक्षा, प्रेम में, मन में कोश, प्राण में कोश, विज्ञान, आनंद में कोश की यम, अहिंसा, सत्य, अस्त्य, ब्रह्मचर्य, नियम, सब संतुष्ट, तपस्या, शुद्ध, ईश्वर निधान की पूर्ति, चित्र दो, मुंह दो, विचित्र, एकाग्र की प्राप्ति, योग, चित्त, प्रीति, निरोध, सर्विकल से सर्विचार, सर्विस से नर, संप्रजय से संप्रजय, सर्गुण से निर्गुण, स्थान, सुष्मिता, कैवल्य, ध्यान, ध्यान, समाधि, धर्म, लक्षण, अवस्था, अर्थिति, अनिमा, महिमा, गरिमा, गरिमा, महिमा, प्राप्ति, प्रखम्य, स्तवा, विस्तवा, 50 trillion cells, 72,000 nadia, 100 billion neurons, 200 billion neurons, 40,000 sensory neurons, 14,000 billion प्राणदाता, दुखहर्ता, सुख प्रदाता, जगत के दाता, प्रकाश मार्ग परमात्मा देव, हम आपके वन्य शेष रूप का ध्यान करते हैं, अपनी बुद्धि के उत्तम वायु, सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म, ओम सत्यम ओम ज्ञानम ओम अनंतम ओम ब्रह्म, ओम सत्यम ज्ञानम अनंतम ब्रह्म, ओम आनंद। मंत्रचिकित्सम तक्षुदेहितम पुरुषाचुकृत मुषत पशे में शरदशतम जीवे में शरदशतम शून्याम में शरदशतम प्रभाव में शरदशतम दीन श्याम में शरदशतुष्यम शरदशत जागृत दूर में दैत्यम तम दूरमम ज्योतिषाम ज्योतिरीकम तन्मे मनाशि संकल्पमस्तु। ओम त्र्यंबकम जामहे सुगंधिम पुष्टिवर्धनम उर्वारुकमिवंदनामृतर्मुक्मामृतरम तेजोमसि तेजोमयदिम बलमसि बलमयदिम ओजोमसि ओजोमयदिम वीरमसि वीरमयदिम। ओम तनु पाग्नेसि तनु में पैविच्योताग्नेसि विच्योमिति। ओम तनु मातनमम्मा भवतु ओम अनप्तेन सेनतेन नामिष्यम् तमेव माचित वित्तमेव बन्धुशिखा तमेव विद्याधर्मिणं तमेव सर्वं मम देवत्यं विश्वानि देव सवितर्दुर्तानि पराश्व यद्दत्तन्न आश्वं हिरण्यगर्भसंवृत्ताग्रे भूतस्य जातापतिरेख्य सदाधारि प्रतिबिम्ब्यामत्यमकस्मै देवयः भिक्षाभिदिमुयात्मदा बलदाय विश्वोपासपश्यं यस्य देवस्य छायामृतमेष मृत्युकस्मै देवयः भिक्षाभिदि प्राणत निमिषतो मयि त्वैकान्द्रजा जगतो भाव याइस्य द्विपितुष्पिता कष्मयि देवायः भिक्षाभिदिमं दुर्गापृथ्वीचा येन सवितं येन नाकायोऽन्तरिक्षराजशोभिमाना कस्मै देवायः भिक्षाभिदिमं प्रजापतिनुक्तेतानन्य विश्वाजातानि परितापाः कामास्ति जुहुमस्तनस्तु श्यामपुत्तरोरैराम सन्नो वन्द्रजनिता सविता तदमानि द्वयनानि विश्वयत्र देवामृतमानि शान्नाशसि यदा मन्नधैर्यम् विनीने सुप्तरस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि पित्वानि यदस्वज्जुरान् म्यामेधां देवगणा पितृस्तोपास्मि। नमो शंभवाय च नमो भवाय च नमः शंकराय च मस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवत्राय। ओम शन्नो मित्र शन्न वरुण शन्नो भर्गो हरि शन्नो इंद्रो बृहस्पति शन्नो विष्णु रुक्मा। नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्तमे प्रमिच्यं ब्रह्मादिशामि रिक्तं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्ममोतु तद्वाक्तरामोतु औतु मामौतु वाक्तं शन्न देवी रविष्टे आपो भवन्तु पीते शन्नो रविशर्वन्तु नाम सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु। स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो बृहद्देवाश स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नष्टाचार्यो अरिष्ठनेमि स्वस्ति न बृहस्पतिर्दधातु नम सहना भवतु सहना भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै तेनातक्तेन विजितं यथा पिण्डे तथा ब्रह्माण्डे तथा पिण्डे तथा। ओम कुर्निवि वायि कर्माणि जे विषेतां समायोत्वेति नान्यतिथि अस्ति न कं विपते न वे। ओम अस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतानि आत्मन्यो अमृता एकतम अनुष्पतेति निष्पते। ओम योगे योगे तवास्त्रम वाज्य वाज्य हवामय सखाइंद्र ऊते मस्तमा सत्यगुण तमसुमा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युमा अमृतम गम्य ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामया सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति जगम शांति पृथ्वी शांति राप शांति रोषधय शांति वनस्पति शांति विश्वदेव शांति ब्रह्म शांति सर्वगुण शांति शांति रेव शांति क्षमा शांति रेति ओम शांति कराग्रस्ते लक्ष्मी कर मध्य सरस्वती कर मूले तु गोविंदा प्रभावते कर दर्शना ओम शांति शांति. Thank you for joining. Okay, have a good week. See you next week.